Coach Cash, thank you for taking time with us after the loss. Can you give us your initial impressions of the match?
Scouting report was dead on. We really nailed that. I thought defensively we were very engaged. We got what we wanted out of the match that way. We knew how it was going to go. We knew that Jasper was going to get his, and that was okay. It was the rest of them we didn't want to beat us, and we really controlled them for the most part. Lots of touches, outblocked them as well, which that's saying something in my opinion. But offensively, being terminal. First ball side out, picked up in the second set, carried over a little into the third set, but we just needed more production in critical moments and didn't get it. And it's hard when you play behind, even if it's just a couple points. When you're playing this level ball, you have to be terminal in that first opportunity. You have to be in side out play. I didn't feel like we did that very well, but had some young guys on the floor too, and they got to cut their teeth a little bit and figure out what this is all about, so they're no longer freshmen. I'm happy with the growth and the things that we saw, but we did leave a lot to be desired. With all that being said, Pepperdine's a great team, solid. Thought their libero played outstanding ball. He really stuck it. When we did have some good service runs or just tough serves, he was able to even just get some balls up and keep them in play. Ran good offense when they were in system. Like I said, we slowed it down, but we didn't quite stop it. So good experience, good start, and before going into the A6 Challenge, if you'd asked me, would I want to play anybody else going into that, the answer is no. We were right where we wanted to be, and this is going to help us going into the next 3 matches.
Let's talk about Jasper. 21 kills, hit almost 500, 5 aces. Start with his serving. What made it so effective?
Rotation. I think we stuck our freshman. That's on the coaching staff. We stuck our freshman kind of in a position where he hasn't seen a serve quite like that. It's a good pace float serve, and the ball really dances quite a bit. So that was something new for him that we hadn't replicated really well in practice. So kudos to him for that. That was really, really nice. And then on his attacks, in some cases, he was just the better athlete. And in some cases, we still did slow him down at times and get good touches. But those are those transition points that you got to score off of. When we got the chance and slowed him down, we were under 25% on the transition score. The points may have got stretched, but we might have lost them. Those were points that we needed to be on the 75% side of that. I feel like if we were there on that, we would have really had a ball game going then.
Do you also feel like your team had a little bit of first game jitters, a couple unforced errors to begin the match?
Yeah, it's always the first fire out of the year, and you're playing a brand name, obviously. Pepperdine's been around a while and been really great for a long time. You're going to have some of that, and again, the young guys, we talk about labels all the time. Everybody has a brand and a label in this, but at the end of the day, it's a person versus a person. It's a team versus a team. And so all that stuff doesn't matter anymore. Just going out and executing and being more disciplined than motivated. Everybody's motivated, but you got to be disciplined in this game. So we had some fleeting moments of that. If we clean those things up, every team has something to work on. So that's why this was good.
Yeah, I would say that you had more fans out here supporting your team than Pepperdine did. How much was that a joy for not only you, but your players to have that support behind you?
Oh, yeah. Listen, we'll travel. If you've not played us, then you don't know. But if you've played us, we'll out-attend most of the teams that we go play, which is saying something. Now, our fans have our back. They're a part of our program. They're intentionally engaged. They really like what we're doing. We do our best to make sure we take care of our people, and they're part of that. They are our people. So we appreciate everything they do for us. And they enjoy coming out and just watching. It's a reward as a parent. I've been there with my daughters who both played college ball. I loved sitting in the stands and just watching my kids play or watching them just be a part of something that was bigger than them. So there's a lot of life lessons that tie into that that's pretty cool and will carry over for the rest of their lives, and I know the families appreciate that. And we appreciate their support.
A couple more questions.
Yeah.
You obviously have a very short turnaround between tonight and this weekend. What things do you want to work on between now and tomorrow?
First thing will be In-N-Out Burger. We got to work on that. I got to get the double cheese and the animal fries, I guess, is what I've been told. So we're looking forward to that. we'll get back to the hotel tonight and get cleaned up, do our thing, turn around, have our film session in the morning. I mean, it's we're in the grind, right? It's already started. You go through your routine, make it consistent, so that helps carry over into the court. I think we've been doing a good job of that in the off season. So that's pretty much it. Nothing changes about who we are or what we do. We got to clean things up. We'll talk about those things that need to be cleaned up, and how you respond to adversity defines you as an individual and a team. So I'll be very curious to see how we respond to all that, because we've got 3 competitive matches coming up in a row. Nothing changes that way. The whole year's that way, as far as I'm concerned. It's every night's a night to prove something.
And last question,
Yep.
You have a new assistant on your staff this year. Brendan Baugh is one of your assistants. Can you tell us how much it means to have a former player come back and be an assistant for you?
Matt's awesome. Yeah, I've actually coached his cousin over a decade ago in the state championship women's teams that we had when my daughters were playing. So I know the family very well. He's a driven young man. He really wants to be involved in the collegiate game and continue to move up the chain. He's glue. He understands what our program's about, and he knows how to relate that to the younger guys coming in. Because let's face it, I'm an old guy. At this point, I'm staring down the backside of the hill here, and he's still climbing. So having someone who can help you with that connectivity and things like that, and then having Brian Hogue this year, Brian's also that way, just very meticulous, very detail-oriented guys, and yet can still have fun with the guys at the same time and connect on levels and help in numerous different ways. We're a very diverse coaching staff, and that does nothing but help the kids. So, yeah, it's great to have those guys back. And we're looking forward to seeing them succeed, though, too. So be ready. I'm going to send them your way someday to get hired.
Nice. All right, Coach, thank you for taking time with us off the block. I'll see you on Saturday.
Thanks. Go Splitters.